Somebody just bought a sketchbook that I released 7 years ago. That was one of my projects, a wall sketchbook for graffiti artists, for starting graffiti artists.
The wall sketchbook is designed for aspiring graffiti artists, street artists and other creatives that want to try a unique drawing experience. The book contains 60 printed pages with different locations around Latvia. Pages are printed on thick paper and can be used to draw on both sides.
Inside you would find, I don't remember, 15 or 20 empty walls, empty spaces on which you can draw on. And every page will have a color version and a grayscale version. This was for sketching, and this is for the main event. This is the clean one, and I would like to show you the one I was filling in.
If you're new here, welcome. I'm a creative person through and through, and this is the place where I share my journey. My passions range from drawing and painting to street art, travel photography, linocut printing, and my work as graphic designer. Whether I'm creating art, traveling and capturing the world through my lens, designing bold packaging, or carving my imagination into prints, I invite you to join me on my everyday adventures, big and small. Let's get inspired to live, to love, to learn, and create.
Here, the idea is like this. You would take any page you want, and you can add your drawing like you would be painting graffiti on the streets. Acceptance for this project from the community was very, very bad, very, very poor. I contacted some distributors. The book was selling in all the biggest shops in Riga, but nothing happened. It tanked. The idea just didn't go. And it was 2017. And it's funny that after 7 years, a boy found my video, my promotional video about this book. I was making YouTube videos about it. He found it and asked his dad, could you buy me this book? For me, it's kind of a trip down the memory lane how I was making it, because every photograph that was printed in this book is mine. In 2015 and 2017, we were traveling very much in our country, and I was making photographs of random places, and I always liked like this, like an empty walls with a random bicycle, just one window on the side. And after all these years, I had a pretty big collection of random places, and I thought it would be a great idea for me and other artists, a place where you can try out your sketches. How would they look in streets or on buildings? And that's where the idea came for the wall sketchbook. And after all these years, I saw on TikTok that one of Riga's pioneers in graffiti, and he's sketching every day, and I thought, oh, God damn it, the idea is still alive. And yeah, it's very nice to see that people still use something like this, but this is not popular. So that seeing that other people are doing the same means that my idea wasn't so stupid. But I think in 2017, somewhere I saw something like this, but it was a very, very small format. And I thought to myself, it needs to be bigger. The pages need to be thicker so the paint won't bleed through, and it should be a rip out. It should be a notebook style, so you could, let's say, make a drawing. As you are a younger child, you want to give it to your mother, your father, to send it to your granny. So it doesn't need to be a book. It needs to have a spiral so you can rip out and give it to someone as a present. But maybe, I don't know. But graffiti culture in Latvia hasn't grown much. It's the other way around. It was popular in 2007 to up to 2012, but then it started declining. Big graffiti artists went even bigger, but all the smaller ones just died off. Street art itself, like, I don't know what happened to the artists, but I remember many of them, and they all are gone. Nobody's doing any street art anymore. Only, I guess, people who come to Riga, who are tourists, Sticker bombing is still active, tagging is kind of active, but street art as stencils, posters or bigger pieces, I think are non-existent. So I don't think that there's any future for this kind of book for artists or graffiti artists or street artists. So this will just stay in my dead ideas portfolio. But it was nice to see that someone is interested. That's it. Now what we have to do, we have to go and buy and make a nice packaging for this purchase. As it is for a young person, I want to make a cardboard box. I want to tag it. I want to spray paint it. Maybe put in some stickers of my mustache man. So the person who gets this for Christmas or as a present would be inspired to do some creative work.
It's only December 5th and I'm already fed up. Sun starts to set around 3 o'clock and it's somewhat bright, gets brighter around 9 or 10 in the morning. I'm just starting to break down. I don't mind the cold, but it's dark. It's dark all the time. And it's really hard to get by. Because every day when it's bright outside, but I wouldn't call it bright, it's like 50% than regular brightness. And you have to work. And when you're free from work, it's dark again. I hate it. Got the box. Now we need to draw on it, spray paint it, do something with it so it doesn't look so sterile. I usually use a music. I usually buy music which goes well with like fast time lapses and some action that's going on that doesn't need any voiceovers. But this time, because my subscription for that type of services ended and they're asking way too much money, I thought maybe I can make this background music myself. So I took my 10-year-old iPad, opened up an app called GarageBand and made the super basic beat and a little bit of some kind of a instruments that sounds something from Asia. And that's how we do YouTube on a budget. And yes, I'm recording this voiceover in my shower because all the other rooms in my apartment are occupied. And this is the only place I put the washer on hold, and this is the only place I could record this voiceover. So, thank you. I hope you see how hard it sometimes is. That's it. The package is sent. I hope another young artist gets inspired, starts to practice more, and gets good at it, and doesn't wait to hit 40 like me to start believing in yourself. So that's it for this video. It's very cold. I'm very tired and hungry. Hope you liked it. Subscribe, all the usual shenanigans YouTube requires.